Sonko, yes, we are to discuss the issues regarding 5C.
Okay, sir.
How the council's revenue were collected. Now, we understand you played a very vital role in relation to the contract awarded to 5C, correct?
Yes, sir.
Can you please tell us your involvement and how council gave contract to 5C?
Okay, thank you so much. I remembered some time ago when we newly came to the council, as I said earlier on, the council's revenue collection was very poor. And then I was advised that a lot of loopholes were there, and then there were so many leakages. This has prompted me to look for a solution. And then fortunately, I met with a guy called Sheriffo Sonko, now a councillor at, I think nominated councillor at Brikama Council, my former council.
Sheriffo Sonko?
Sheriffo Sonko, yes.
That's your namesake?
Yes, he's my namesake.
Okay.
He came to me and explained to me that he knew an IT company who is ready to work with Gambian councils to digitalize the council collection system.
Right.
Then I told him to bring them over so that we can discuss.
Right.
So after bringing them, he introduced them to me. Then I invited the CEO. After inviting the CEO as the financial controller and a very senior member of the council, he also feel excited about the issue. He said he has never seen it before, and that was the first time. And he also built interest in it. Okay, my advice to them was, we have to know exactly how this thing is taking place and where are you doing it and how are you doing it before introducing it to the council. Then Sheriffo Sonko and his friend accepted that there is no problem to that. They can take us to anywhere they are operating these systems in. I remember they told me that they have an operation in Lebanon, in Syria, Dubai, and then Switzerland. Then they asked me where would I want to go and then make this experiment with them.
Right.
Then the CEO asked them if we can go to Switzerland. They said,
that's Mamset?
Mamset Jallo. I didn't meet Jonga in the council. Then Jonga was on studies.
Yes.
And then they've explained to us about Dubai. Then we accepted to go with them to Dubai.
Right.
Then I told them the council is not going to do anything with this because we are not going to put our money into something that we didn't see anything yet. If the company will be willing to fare us and accommodate us and feed us during the journey.
Right.
They accepted.
The company accepted?
The company accepted.
Okay.
Yes. When after acceptance, it coincides with PSU meeting in Belgium, where I was also invited through the Ministry of Local Government. Right. And I went with, then I told Mamset, who are the people to go on behalf of the council? He said, you must be there. That's me, himself. And I told him also that an IT officer has to be there because this is IT related matters. You cannot go alone or myself, right. But an IT officer has to be there. Right. Even I didn't go, but an IT officer has to go and then advise us.
You told Mamset, even if you do not go?
Yes, even if I don't go, he didn't go, but an IT officer has to be there to see things by himself because he is the one who knows how to deal with it. Then Mamset accepted. And then we told these people that, 3 of us would go. They accepted again. And then we went with them to...
How many of you?
Myself, Mamset Jallo, and then the IT officer Aliou Badou Jeng.
Right.
And then on the side of the company, we went with Sheriffo Sonko from Gambia. Then we met some people from Gaipa, there in Dubai. One Mohammed Lamin Sow. I think he's now the director of investment, if I can remember well. So we went to Dubai, and then they introduced us to the people there, and then they took us to a tour. Everything is shown to us how it is done and how it is to be done. Then the IT officer and Mom said, as the CEO, all delighted about the whole issue. And then I left them there. I continued my journey to Belgium. From that trip, they also depart from Dubai back to Gambia. When I came, I asked them, Mom said, briefed me that, and the IT officer, that the whole process believed that it can generate a lot of revenue for the council. That time, the council's revenue base was at $68 million.
Where can we find that? We have the audit report for 2019, I believe.
You talking to me?
Please give the witness the 2019 national audit report, so we know. 68 million is what you stated in the with your agreement with 5C, right?
68.
68, yes.
Yes, please.
Okay.
If I remember, if I could remember well.
But the 2019 report, the council's national audit report for 2019 would suggest a little over 68 million.
A little over?
68 million.
Okay. Then I must have forgotten the...
No, you have it there. Now turn to the 11th page. You have financial statement for the year ended 31st December 2019. Do you have it currently with you?
Not yet. Something fell. Something fell back there. Okay.
I think it should be on page 11 regarding your total income for 2019.
Page 11.
Your total income, your financial statement breakdown. Are you there? On page 11?
No, I couldn't see what you are mentioning. Total income. Yes.
Are we together?
Yes.
What do you have as your income for 2019?
Total income was 78.89 something.
Yes.
Yes.
So now why will you?
Now it was a long time, so I can't remember.
No, you're right. It's the 68 million.
Yes.
It's 68,984,989.43. But this what?
Operating expenses.
You agreed with 5C as to be the baseline, right?
Yes.
To be the baseline.
Yeah.
So, which means if they have any $1 on top of the baseline, you are going to share it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Good. So, but I remember I had discussion with Mamsit about this.
Exactly.
And what you have agreed with 5C in relation to what the baseline was in 2019 was wrong, because the amount that you agreed with 5C is the baseline should be 68,984,989
yeah.
for the three bottles.
That was the advice I got from the CEO then, because this was in December.
See, look.
This was in December.
Yes.
And this discussion was after December.
Right. Right.
Yes.
So, what does that mean?
Meaning, that was what I was advised, that it was 60.
No, but in 2018 you had 70 million.
Yes, exactly.
So you have all reasons to believe that the income is definitely above 70 million.
Yeah, then the baseline for the contract was not correct.
Yes.
But the whole intention was to make sure that the revenue income for the council to rise up.
No, the whole intention is to create money for someone, somewhere.
How?
Because if you want to maximize revenue, you get your figures right.
Figures?
The figures should be right. Your accounts should be right. You must know exactly what your income was the previous year. That's what you negotiate on. To say we were able to raise 10 million the previous year. So if you can raise this revenue to be above 10 million, then we can share the profit.
That's what
but you can't negotiate below your income.
Yes.
That's fraud.
Yes. If you remember, I told you there was a time when audit report came, it did not come to me. It was later when I challenged, I have to see it.
You have a report in 2018.
Yes, I did not see it. That's
you asked for it.
This is what I am saying. When we first came to the council, all these things are something that we didn't know that has to happen.
You should know it. Don't go for elections if you don't know these things. That doesn't go to you alone, for all the people who are vying for public office.
Exactly, but this
is
what
qualified.
happened. That's the truth.
Deep in you, for anyone who is vying for public office, you see, you should know that you are qualified enough, not to just go for the clap. You are qualified enough to go and lead the people. That's the reality. And therefore, when they come here and they say, well, we did not know it, we were learning on the job, do not go for our public offices. We want competent people there. That's the reality. It's hard to say, Mr. Sonko. It's not only you. This goes to anybody that did not do their job right in this public office, especially in these positions like mayors, mayoresses, chairmen, as far as this commission is concerned. You understand that?
I agree.
That's the hard fact.
Yes.
It's not nice to say, but it's a hard fact. Because National Audit Office, they have an office. They exist. So the moment you are elected, you go straight and you request for these documents. This is a public document. They're going to give you copies, and they're going to advise you. You're going to find some of the things that are highlighted in your jurisdiction, and you start dealing with them one after the other. But unfortunately, that's not the case. But again, if you do not know what the revenue was in 2019, you had all the chance to know what it was in 2018, right? Sorry, in 2018, yes. And in 2018, it was still above $68 million.
Yes.
So which means if 5C is paid as per any amount below the revenue baseline, that would have been unlawful.
Okay.
Not okay. You are free to disagree. Anybody here is free to disagree.
Yes, I agree.
That's how we analyze it.
I agree with you.
Yes. So, but why was that the case?
As I said, that's the only thing that happened. That honestly, I did not see this, and according to the advice of the CEO, then I had to go with him. Then from there, the whole issue went to the General Council.
Right. Okay. Go ahead.
Yes.
And then
it went to the General Council. The General Council sat over it.
Right.
And then we've agreed that it has to go to the ministry for approval. To our ministry, and then to the Ministry of Justice for legal advice. Right. Which was done. And then
the Ministry of Justice gave you legal advice.
Ministry of Justice
gave you legal advice.
Yes.
In writing. That's what it is. How it is done.
It was in writing.
We need a copy.
That must be in the possession of the CEO.
What was the advice?
Well, they've agreed to go on with it, but there are points that they pointed at, they highlighted.
Which are? Which were?
Those were agreements of because in the writing there were things like when default came, they were asking about the Switzerland laws, certain things were there. I couldn't remember offhand.
We need the advice.
And then we have expunged all those ones out.
We need to get the advice. Because to start with, you guys flouted the rules, the procurement regulations, but it will come there at the tail end. You, Mr. Sonko, you have no business to go to Dubai to negotiate for contracts.
I didn't negotiate. I didn't go for negotiation.
What did you go for?
Good. That's what I said. When it was introduced to me,
right,
The council did not know. I just explained to the CEO
Right.
that a lot of irregularities are happening in the council here, and I want that to stop. I want to make sure that the council generate more revenue. This is what is happening.
Why did you go to
Pardon?
Dubai?
Pardon?
Why did you go to Dubai?
Why did I go? It was introduced to me. I am the head of the council. I go with them. This is the reason why I emphasize to the CEO.
Why? What was the purpose of the trip? You said it's not to negotiate.
Yes.
Now what's the purpose of the trip?
The purpose of the trip was to go and see how they are doing it there.
But that's negotiations.
No,
You
negotiations.
need to have information to negotiate better. You end up giving them a contract.
No, this visit happened after negotiations came.
No. It's a process.
Yes.
It was introduced to you.
Yes.
You had to find out more about the company
Then
as far as you're concerned.
That findings is what was done, but there was no negotiations with them.
Okay. We are not understanding this language differently, but let me just proceed with the issue here. Mr. Sonko.
Yes, sir.
Council was introduced to this 5C, right?
Yes.
And the council in itself gave its blessings to this?
Yes.
Can you explain what happened in council?
The council sat over it and agreed that it has to go to the ministry for advice.
Go ahead.
And that happened. The CEO, after the council resolution, the CEO wrote to the ministry when we got the feedback.
Yes.
And then we took it back to the council again to agree finally. And then the agreement was brought to the CEO's office, which was taken to the council. And then councillors also agreed that certain things are there has to be out. And that was done.
Why was this not subjected to the usual procurement process?
Well,
acceptable procurement process.
There was no procurement process to it at all. Because
Why?
What happened?
Why was there no open tender to see whether there are other competing?
This was something new. I was also new in the council.
You did not know about that, and it was new.
Pardon?
You did not know at the time that it was new.
It was
new to who?
New to local councils.
No, speak for yourself. You did not do any.
Well, new to Brikama because all of us never including the CEO.
Exactly.
Yes.
Now.
Then we were very much happy to make sure that we get something for the first time created by Brikama Area Council.
Well, yes.
That was the whole intention, and the intention was to make sure that we maximize the revenue.
Now, Mr. Sonko.
Yes, please.
What was the reason why it didn't pass through procurement?
That's what I'm saying. It was only IT office that I know of. I never know anything about this issue.
Is there a justification? There's a procurement.
And then I believe the CEO should have advised me.
Advise you?
Yes, or take it to the procurement.
Do you also believe you ought to know as well?
Pardon?
You also believe you ought to know?
Yes, I should know, but I didn't know. But by then.
You do not know that there was a procurement unit?
Yes, I know there was a procurement unit, but
I did not know that there was a contract committee?
Cases like this.
You don't know?
No, the contract committee also sat on this, which I never attended.
The contracts committee never sat on this as a matter of procurement, to decide on the procurement method. No.
I'm not saying they sat on how procurement, because there was no procurement procedure on this at all.
That's what we are saying.
That's what I accepted, that there was no procurement procedures on this, taken on this.
But the role of the contracts committee is to adopt a procurement process. Even if council gave its blessings for the digitalization of the revenue collection, which is so good, which should be the way forward.
Yes.
You still have to subject it to an open tender.
That was not done.
Why?
I didn't know.
Do you have a benefit from this?
I was not advised.
You have an interest in this?
I don't have any interest to it, as I never have any interest.
Do you have the 5C contract agreement? You don't have an interest in this, Mr. Sonko?
As a person?
Mr. Sonko is a human being.
No.
Unless you have a company that deals with these things.
I don't have any IT company. I don't have any interest in this personally.
So why would you not now remove yourself from this this business and do the right thing by subjecting it to the normal procurement process.
That is what I am telling you, Council, if you can understand me better. That, honestly, during this time of period, I did not know that this thing has to go to procurement process. I only know that.
Why will you not know that?
Because I didn't know.
Why would you
and
not
then
know?
I was not advised by my CEO.
No, Mr. Sonko, see, look, the point is, if you are in council as a chairman and you do not know that there's a procurement unit, maybe it's even agreeable, because you should. But now you do not know because it doesn't exist, right? But there you have a procurement unit.
What my knowledge gave me that time was procurement is only responsible of buying. But I never know that even contract awarding then, it was later than I know. But during the period at this time when discussions, Council, definitely I didn't know.
You are buying a service.
I don't know.
You're paying for a service. There is an expenditure. Council is doing away with some chunk of its income. Unless you want to just see buying in its normal English language sense, but that's what you are doing right now. You are buying a service. They are offering a service to you, and you pay for it. Is that not the case?
Yes.
And you pay for it by a percentage,
yeah.
Much higher than if you had your own company that would be collecting revenue, right? So if you don't have a company, your revenue collectors, you believe can't maximize the revenue collection beyond this point. Digitalization is the way forward, but you are buying it.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, you have a contract with them. Is the contract you have seen before?
The contract?
Yes.
Yes.
By the way, you have met these people anywhere else apart from traveling them to Dubai? Have you gone? You understand some of you went to the Cocoa Ocean.
Yeah, that
negotiate. Were you present there?
I told you, Sheriffo Sonko introduced this man to me.
Were you present when they went to Cocoa Ocean?
Cocoa Ocean.
Yes.
Yes, I went with them there.
Where?
That was when the owner of the company was here.
You were the one doing the business.
No, because there was no agreement, there was no discussion. It was
you were the
just
one doing the business. God knows what happened in these negotiations. You're the one doing the business.
No.
You were the chairman.
My intentions was to go and to tell them that yes, we agree to do this, but we will never allow you to work with us until and unless we see how you are doing this. If
you tell them we will never allow you to work with us unless and until
whether it is an effective service or not, system or not.
Unless and until we know how much.
No.
You haven't heard what I said
no.
yet. You haven't heard what I said yet.
Oh.
You should have, if you have that intention to do the right thing, you have the intention to make sure you know who you were dealing with. Start it with yourself. Know exactly what your income is, what value they will be adding to the area council. But what happened was the baseline was reduced so that they can meet the baseline and then meet it beyond a certain point so that they will have profit reasonable enough to share among the council. That's what we see.
I didn't see that there.
No, but that's what it is here. $68 million is what you have given them as a baseline. Where did you get this figure?
This is what I was informed by the CEO.
Did you verify this figure?
I didn't, because I believed him.
But you are going to Dubai,
yes,
to verify some information. You didn't verify your own information.
That was right.
Yes, you went to Dubai. Or is it just about the flight, the traveling, the accommodation? Did they pay you guys per diem?
No.
But the area council paid you per diem?
No.
Of course.
No.
If an officer travels, they have to pay you.
They don't pay us.
No one was paid any.
I mentioned that what I told these investors was they have to show us how and what they are doing, where they are doing it, but all the expenses have to be on them. But the council did not spend a budget on me.
We'll find that out.
Yes.
But that's not even the issue. The issue is you are trying to do due diligence with the company without doing due diligence yourself. You get the point? And you can't convey, if you are diligent enough in that aspect, then you would have been diligent enough, you and your team, to make sure, because the higher the revenue baseline, the more they have a burden to meet a certain amount so that they can share profit. Do you understand that?
That was a mistake.
It's not a mistake. It's deliberate act. Somebody somewhere has to get a profit.
On my side, it is not, because definitely, as I
But
said.
you can't convince anyone.
But
You're the head of the delegation, the head of the team.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can't convince anyone because you led your team, the CEO. When you went to Coho Ocean, you were there with who? Yourself, the CEO?
That baseline was not discussed in Dubai.
No, I'm not saying it was discussed in Dubai.
Yes.
It was discussed in one of your meetings with 5C, whether in Coho Ocean or in your office.
No.
Where?
In Coco Ocean, there was nothing discussed about pertaining money. The only discussion is to introduce the man to us, to make sure that this is the guys, the owner of the company, and Sheriffo Sonko was there, myself was there.
Mr. Sonko,
yes.
Let me help you. If you discussed the baseline in Farato, it's not relevant. The idea that you guys discussed the baseline and they said that the baseline for the previous year is 68 million plus, without having evidence of it, without having any financial transaction evidence in that, that in itself is not a genuine transaction. And so you were giving figures on top of your heads which are not backed by figures, accounting figures. And therefore, when we realize it is lower than the 78 million, significantly lower than the 78 million, which will only maximize the profit for 5C. When they invoice you, if they were to have, let's say, $1 million as profit, they would now be given probably $3 million as profit. And they know this, because they have to also ask you about your evidence of the baseline. Not to only take figure, how about if it's smaller than, lesser than 68 million? It's in their profit. If the baseline is, let's say, $50 million, is that not the case?
It is.
So they should have asked you.
It is.
But they didn't ask you. You know why? Because they knew, all of you knew the baseline is 78 million.
The what?
The baseline was 78 million. All of you knew that.
Honestly, I didn't know.
Why did 5C not ask you? They have been doing this business.
Well, that was my first time. I've never
But
did
you
it before.
know, Mr. Sonko, if you were 5C, you would have asked the question, what is your baseline, right?
Yes.
Because it's from the baseline you make your profit.
Yes.
Anything above the baseline is shared. How is the sharing? 45, 55?
The first and second year was 50%?
Yes.
Yes.
So anything above the baseline is almost 50-50. Is that not the case?
Yeah, the profit above that.
Yes.
Anything, yes, as you said, yes.
So if you have the baseline to be lesser than 78 million, which is the actual baseline, then you will have more money. 5C will make more money, correct?
I agreed.
Is that not the case?
I agree.
50 million more money made. Is that not the case? So the more they reduce the baseline, 5C makes more money, correct? Do you understand? That's how it works.
I am understanding it now.
Yes, that's how it works. So now you have 78 million as the true figure, but that was reduced to 68 million. 68,984,989 is for the three reports, which means whatever money you would have shared should have been shared at the baseline of 70 million plus. But then it's reduced so that profit is maximized. Do you understand that?
I understand it now.
So if you do not know it, it means you were either deceived, which I don't want to believe, because you were cautious enough, diligent enough to tell them, I am not going to give you business until I see how you do business in Dubai. And they paid, and you guys traveled. So, but what you failed to do is to present the true baseline. And now we say it is an oversight. It is an oversight. No, that cannot be an oversight.
Yeah, because definitely that time I didn't know. Even the baseline, I don't know how much was in.
You have a finance director.
Exactly, yes.
You have a CEO.
Yes, sir.
Your job was to ask, and they give you a figure, and you tell them, give me the evidence, and they give you the evidence, and you see it.
They were asked. The evidence, definitely I didn't ask for the evidence, but this is what was told to me.
If you are ignorant of the baseline, 5C will not be ignorant of the baseline, because their profit margin is dependent on the baseline. So, Mr. Sonko, Chairman, look, we live in this country, like I tell people, we know how it works. We know how it works. It's a reality. No one ever thought that a day like this will come, so we know how it works. So that you know there's a procurement unit, there's a contracts committee. You didn't subject it to these procedures. You didn't float an open tender to follow GPA regulations. You started and ended the procurement and decided, even on the percentage. Who agreed on the percentage? Who negotiated this percentage?
I can't remember it fully.
How did you arrive at these figures? Because you signed this contract on the 1st of October 2019, right? Yeah. Good. So how did you arrive at these figures?
This was discussed by the, I think, Establishment and Finance Committee.
Right.
Together with the CEO's office.
Establishment Committee, what do they have to do?
No, the Finance Committee rather.
Finance Committee?
Yes.
They had a meeting over this?
I believe so.
You believe so?
Yeah.
Sorry, let me just ask Mr. Sonko. Mr. Sonko, you are saying that you didn't know.
The baseline?
No, it seems you are explaining to us that you didn't know the perhaps details of the contract. But you have just told the commission that you insisted on going with the IT.
Yes.
For him to help you understand
yes.
The details of the contract, right?
The details of the system.
The details of the system.
Yes, please.
So then if you had gone for the purpose of understanding the details of the system, there is no way you wouldn't understand the fundamental element in this transaction, which is your baseline, because these people are coming in to come and do business with the intention of making profit. Right?
Yes.
So you telling us that you don't understand, it will be difficult for me to appreciate that, because you went specifically to Dubai for them to make you understand how the system will work, how it will benefit you, how it will profit you, and how it will profit them. So of course, let me just ask you this question. Did they do any presentation for you to demonstrate how the system works?
Yes.
So with that also you did not understand the issue of the baseline?
With that I did not understand anything that it has to do anything with the baseline there, because it was... And
you did not understand and you did not ask?
Oh, well, yes, I didn't, because I don't know that time that the baseline has to do something with that.
Yes, you said you went with your CEO.
Yes, please.
And you did not understand.
Yes.
Do you think it would have been more prudent if it was the CEO and the finance director that would have gone for this verification purpose? Because they are the ones that are coming to give you details of how this will work. But for you to tell us that you don't understand the baseline after the presentation, it will be difficult to appreciate that statement. Council, you may proceed. Yes?
Yes,
you want to say?
I think something is mixing that maybe not understanding here.
Yes.
This trip was done. Later, negotiations began to happen.
No, but you said, I just asked you a question. No, listen, I just asked you a question. I said, when you went to Dubai, were there any presentations as to how the system works?
Yes.
And you said yes.
Yes.
They will not piecemeal do a presentation for you, I believe.
That was how the system works, but not about the baseline of the council.
That cannot be correct.
Honestly, that is how it is.
That cannot be correct, because let me just inform you, Mr. Sonko.
Yes, please.
The IT guy took us through how the system works.
Yes.
And there is no way he omitted discussing that fundamental point.
But do you remember I told you that I left them there, I went to Belgium?
Council, you may proceed.
I have the contract here that you have signed. I think you signed the contract.
Yes.
With 5C Energy Gambia Limited, correct?
Yes.
Now let me give you the contract. It's already in exhibit.
Yes, please.
Yes. Can I have the exhibit number for the purpose of the? May I have the exhibit number for the purpose of the records? Mr. Sonko, can you read out the exhibit number, the file? There's a contracts committee file.
LGC/AB/BKAC/003.
Please speak into the microphone and repeat that.
LGC/AB/BKAC/003.
Yes. Now, do you confirm that that is the contracts committee file and the, how to call again, the agreement with 5C? Do you confirm that?
I confirm that this is the agreement.
Good.
Yes.
And who signed the agreement on behalf of council?
Mamset Jallo and I, and
Okay.
then the deputy chairman,
For 5C. Okay.
the vice chairman also signed.
For 5C?
No, as a witness for Brikama, because this is the initials.
Okay,
of
so who signed for 5C?
I think it was Bakutubo Silla. It was Bakutubo Silla.
Okay.
Yes.
Now,
And Mr. Jerome Spy.
all right.
Yes.
Now, in the contract, did it state what the baseline is at the time of signing the contract?
The contract,
Yes.
whether the baseline was not discussed there.
Well, yes, was mentioned, yes.
It is mentioned in there.
Show us and read it out.